So, on the fourth episode of Strange Thoughts, I thought of doing a very unexpected topic, which is friendship. I felt like most of the time we take friendship for granted. We don't, consider it among the important relationships in our life. So I thought, why not do a video on friendship? So let's begin. I was listening to a podcast a few days back, and I came across this fact and it really fascinated me. The fact was that we have an industry to maintain all kinds of relationships in our life, be it the relationship between the parents and the kids, be it the relationship between a husband and a wife, be it a relationship between two life partners. We've got industries to maintain all these relationships. However, we don't have an industry to maintain friendships, to help us nurture the friendships that we have in our life. And I think that is pretty much because we take friendship for granted. One of the famous quotations of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is that Al-mar'u fi dini khalilih. A person is in the religion of his friend. As all of us know, we can get really, really influenced by the morals and principles of our friends. I've had really amazing friends in my life, and I would confidently say that I've learned a lot of lessons from my friendships. And I thought of sharing these lessons, these, brutal truths about friendships, about some certain friendships, which may help you guys. So the first lesson that I would like to share is that long friendship doesn't mean it is the right friendship. If you've been really close with someone for, say, like more than 5 years, it doesn't mean that it's the right friendship. If you're facing problems in that friendship, it doesn't mean that you have to stick onto it and try to solve the problems as much as you can. Because as human beings, we evolve, we change, we develop our thought process and our perspectives on life. So it's not a surprise if you feel that you are drifting away from a friend, and you don't have to tighten the grip and try to solve all the problems, because it's meant to be. So basically, time doesn't guarantee depth in friendship. The second lesson that I've learned from my experience in friendships is that jealousy can be really, really easy to take over friendships. The reason why I'm saying this is because I was once reading a book, The 48 Laws of Power. I came across this fact in the book that your friends can get more envious and more jealous towards you than your enemies, and they can get jealous really, really quick. And when someone is jealous at you, they will automatically hesitate themselves from praising you, from supporting you, from helping you in your creative efforts or in your hobbies or interests or whatever. For example, if you are someone who draws really well, if you're someone who paints really well, obviously once you've done a really beautiful work, you're going to show it to your friend. And when you feel like your friend is not appreciating it, you may have the self-doubt that your creativity is not good enough. You may feel like you don't draw well, or you may feel like you don't paint well, your painting is bad, and then you may not pursue that particular talent more, or you will hesitate from, working harder, or you'll just totally give it up. Understanding if your friend is jealous is really important. The third lesson that I've learned would be that if you feel like you are the only one taking effort to maintain a friendship, or if you feel like you are the only one that's trying harder, maybe to hang out or to spend time, just leave it at that very moment you feel that you are the only one taking the effort. Because the more you try to go behind them, the more you try to pull the rope harder and bring them back towards you, you're going to regret every second of it later on in your life. So I would say, let things fall in its own place and give it time. You're going to find better people later on in your life. The fourth lesson would be that whenever you feel like you are not being considered or you're not being respected, it doesn't really mean that you are the problem. You don't have to really, fix yourself or try to find some sort of fault in yourself to match the energy of your friend, or to please your friend. And to be honest, real friends can make you shine. You won't necessarily feel drained, or you won't feel like you are having friction between you and your friend. If he's a true friend, or if he's the right friend, you won't feel that there is a friction. Friendship is one of the most natural form of relationships. It's something natural. It comes naturally. It leaves naturally. And I think perhaps that is why we don't have an industry to maintain friendships in this world. So the key takeaways of this video can be: solitude is better than fake company. Don't just surround yourself with the wrong people and feel tensed and worried and feel insecure. I think solitude is better than being involved in the wrong company. Make sure you protect your peace, your integrity, your dignity, and make sure you prioritize yourself before the friendship. And don't just let yourself get drained out because of some sort of problem that is happening in your friendship. And last but not least, as I said, friendship is one of the most natural relationships. So you should feel considered and respected and loved and cared. And if you're not having or feeling these emotions, I think it's better to just let things be and wait for the right friend, wait for the right people who will give you the right directions in life and make you happy. Just be and just let things be in a situation where you feel happy and where you feel peaceful. That's the most important thing in life. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.